Blackboard is an online learning system that you can use to view course material for any units that you're taking at the University of Manchester. You might use Blackboard to complete and submit your coursework. You might use it to have your progress monitored with online tests and quizzes. And also you might use it to communicate and collaborate with your lecturer or other students on your course. Exactly how you use it and what you experience on there will depend on your course and what your tutor has set up. But today we're going to look at some of the basics, principles, and some of the basic tools that you come across and things you might expect during your adventures. So how to access Blackboard? You want to go to your My Manchester portal, which you can access at my.manchester.ac.uk. You'll see something like this, and in the top right you'll notice a nice big button that will take you directly to Blackboard. Now on your Blackboard homepage there will be two lists, a course list and a list of your communities. The course list at the top will show the courses that you are enrolled on, although you might not see everything that you're expecting to. You won't see second semester courses until you're in the second semester, and if you're not a first year student you won't see courses from previous years. In addition, any changes you've made to your course enrolments may take up to 48 hours to take effect. So if you bear those things in mind before you ask for help, you will see your courses there. Below there's the My Communities box. You may also hear communities referred to as programs or organisations. They will be listed there. Organisation spaces are used for non-course specific activities, usually activities which are of relevance to larger groups of students. For example, you may use one community space to complete a health and safety awareness course, another to learn about your school's academic advising schemes, another to learn about department-wide information. It all depends on the exact course that you're on. So this is what a Blackboard course looks like. We're actually using a dummy space of mine. Instead of saying playground, yours will have your course codes and the name of your course. The principles, however, remain the same, and that is that you have the navigation links on the left and the content area on the right. So if we look in the course information area, click that link, you may find things such as deadline dates for your assignments, a course reading list. Again, it all depends on exactly what your tutor has set up. But often there will be a course content area in which you may have folders for each week of the course. So let's say you wanted to look in week 2. You may find things such as lecture slides and notes. This is a folder in which you could find downloadable slides and notes, and maybe some items of text with further information about that week's topic. You can interact with these as appropriate. Your tutor may explain that there's a test for you to take or the video that you're advised to watch. So feel free to look inside and see what's there. There are other tools that you may use. In the communication area, to start with, you'll see things such as a link to your staff contacts, academic staff hours, so you can be aware of who your tutors are and how to contact them. But other tools you may use include discussion boards and blogs. So if we look at discussion boards, you can click in to a forum, and there may be a topic that you can read and contribute to. In this case, I've just put a quick little bit of dummy information, but this may be students and lecturers discussing a weekly topic, perhaps talking about assignments, and you can join in. You can click reply and type away. Another tool you might use is blogs. I've already added a blog here, and similar, you can create blog entries, you can comment on existing entries. Exactly how you use these tools will change from course to course, depending on what your tutor wants to do. There are other tools such as journals and wikis which are similar to blogs, and you may find that you come across some of those. Many of you will come across Turnitin. which is an assessment tool, and usually within courses there'll be the assessment link in the navigation area and a submission of coursework folder in the content area. You'll find other folders which have helpful information. And within submission of coursework there will be often a lot of information helping you, such as PDFs on how to upload, information on how to get your feedback, and importantly a note suggesting that the digital receipt you receive on submission is very important. You want to make sure you get your digital receipt. And what we'll do now is submit an assignment just to show you how easy it is. So I've set up an example inbox here. We'll use this one. You'll see a view complete link when the assignment is open and ready to go. Then you'll be faced with a screen such as this. You'll see the name of the assignment that you're submitting to, along with information, start date, the deadline, and the post date, which is when your grades and feedback should be back for viewing. On the right you'll see a blue submit button. So if you click that, you'll then be taken to the upload screen. Your name should already be filled in, but you will have to put in the title of your assignment. I will write in test assignment for now, but you can follow the naming conventions as advised by your tutors. And to find the file, you can either choose from this computer or from Dropbox or Google Drive if you happen to use a cloud software like that. In this case, I'll find it from my computer. Once it's in, like this, you can click upload. And it may take a moment depending on how big the file is, but it shouldn't take too long. It will continue loading. And once it's loaded, you will get to this screen which shows you a preview. Keep in mind at this point you're just looking at a preview, it hasn't successfully submitted yet. You can take a look and make sure you've uploaded the right file, take a look at the information, and if everything seems good, then click confirm. And congratulations, your submission is complete. This is your digital receipt, and you definitely want to make sure you get this receipt. It's your proof of submission, and if there's any query later about whether or not you did submit, this is your evidence that you can provide, and that will serve you well. You will also receive an email of this digital receipt, so make sure you keep that safe. If you then return to the assignment list, you will see that the submit button is now greyed out because the submission has already been made. The view button is there to be clicked. You can see the submission that you've put in. In this case I've just submitted a dummy document with some Latin text. Yours of course would be an assignment about your topic. So that's how easy it is to submit an assignment to Turnitin. The other important thing you want to know how to do with Turnitin is to access your feedback. Now there's a couple of ways you can do this. You can either be within the inbox like we are here and click to view it once it's been marked, or you might also want to use the My Grades link in the navigation area if your tutor has made this available. So here we can see that one has already been graded. If we click on it and the name, it will take us to the inbox. And then if we clicked the My Paper link here, it would open the Turnitin Feedback Studio where you could take a look at your graded assignment. I'm actually going to get into the Feedback Studio the other way, back in the assignment inbox, just to show you that. So assessment, submission of coursework. I'll pick this one because I know that this is the assignment that's been marked. View complete. You'll go back to this inbox page, but now there's no submission link, it's a view link because we want to look at what's already been marked. So at this point the Feedback Studio will launch and you can take a look at your marked assignment. So you'll see things like this, highlighted pieces of text with a comment that's been left by the tutor. Perhaps you might see one that says, "Where is your reference?" There may also be little grade mark things around the place like this. something maybe to suggest slightly awkward phrasing or weak transitions, all the usual kind of things that you would expect your tutor to comment on in your work. There'll generally also be an overall comment on your submission, and of course your grade, which you can see in the top corner here, 65 out of 100. This link just down here will allow you to download your assignment, the graded assignment that is, so you can have your own copy. It might look slightly different if the tutor is using the classic version of Turnitin as opposed to the Feedback Studio. If I click this link at the bottom, then I can swap to the Turnitin classic view, which is pretty much the same collection of things, just in a slightly different arrangement. You can still see your feedback and the overall comment and your grade. It just looks slightly different. If I go back to the Turnitin Feedback Studio, this is the one that I think you'll see most often. It's a slightly slicker appearance, and that is how to view your feedback. If you are having trouble seeing your courses, first of all you want to make sure that you've properly completed the IT sign-up and have a username and password, which you can do by visiting iammanchester.ac.uk. You'll see a page like this where you can sign in to manage your account, activate it if you haven't already done so, or recover it if you happen to have forgotten your password or username. You can reset your username and find your reset your password rather, and find your username on this screen. So you may want to do that. You may also need to use the Student System tool, which back on My Manchester, if you look in Tools, Student System, in there you can find and make sure you are properly enrolled on the right courses that you need to be on. Again, please bear in mind that any changes to your course enrolments will take up to 48 hours to take effect, and you won't see second semester courses until you're in the second semester. There are some other tools that you might want to use, such as the Blackboard Mobile Learn app. This will allow you to navigate your courses and contribute to discussions and blogs and see your grades on the go. You can either use it for your iPhone or your iPod or your iPod Touch. I believe it's also available on the Google Play Store. Another good app that you could look into using is the iManchester mobile app. This allows you to stay connected wherever you are, allowing you to find your way around the campus, search for cafes, locate your nearest PC clusters, and lots of other useful bits and pieces. So you can download that again either for your iPhone or Android. If you need any further help, there is a user guide on Blackboard with some general information and links to support documentation. If you go to manchester.ac.uk/studentnet/Blackboard, you can look at the basics, look specifically at Blackboard, and there's lots of good information to help you there. And if you're having any trouble with connections or accessibility, then you can go to itservices.manchester.ac.uk/help, and that will give you links to the support centre and a telephone number and various links that you can use to get help. Thank you for listening, and good luck.